Good morning.
Hey,
All right, this is Design Tips and Giggles with
Pam.
Bethan. And what is it? Oh gosh, it's the end of November.
It is the end of November. Like we've passed oh hey, we're in November. We're like the end.
Yep. Going
Like
into
the
my birthday month.
Oh, that's exciting. I have plans on your birthday. It's a Friday.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I have
What
plans.
what you doing on my birthday?
I'm going to I'm going to tell you what my kids are going to say. We're going to the upside down house.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's Wonderworks. It's an upside down house. It looks like the White House, but it looks like it's upside down.
Oh,
Yeah.
how interesting. Wish
Yeah,
I could
it
come.
is. I also wish you could come. I feel like it would be really fun if you were there.
I know we would have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you just imagine us walking around doing things? Oh gosh, that would people would
It'd be
yeah,
fun.
it would be fun.
Brandon would not want to be around us.
Nope.
My
Oh,
husband, he would
gosh, I
be
would
like,
come just for that.
You kids have fun. I'm leaving." He would leave. He gets embarrassed too easily though.
If I ever meet him.
But like also like since he's married to me, I feel like he's gotten a little over that.
Okay.
Embarrassed by everything. But I remember like in the beginning of our marriage, he's like, "Stop it. Stop it. You're embarrassing us. Stop it." And now he's like, "Ooh, our daughter's here. Let's be more embarrassing." And it's like, "I like what you're doing."
Right.
Uh,
Okay, well, hey, what are we going to talk about today?
okay, let's see. What do I have on my list? Um, uh, I have that I'm going to talk about ChatGPT with Pam about Pam in my email today. And
Oh,
Pam.
do you want to talk about this? Do you want to talk about it?
Um,
What happened or no?
Somebody told me that they don't like me anymore because I talk about ChatGPT and they're going to unsubscribe from me because I like ChatGPT.
Yep.
Yep. I feel like I've been very clear on my stance on AI, which is it's freaking awesome and you should use it if it helps you.
Right.
And it's fun and I love it. I affectionately call ChatGPT chatty.
Yes,
So,
he does.
if you don't like AI, I understand. I
Yep.
see both sides. I'm savvy to the information, but I can't not use a tool that benefits me so much.
It does. I mean, it just helps us.
Yeah.
It's not like our business is built on
Would
AI
not
at all.
say, yeah, I would
No,
not say that my business is built
no,
on it. I don't even say that I depend on it that much
right.
for my business,
No.
but I do offer you ideas and prompts to use to make your life easier with ChatGPT, like
Yeah.
the description. I put a lot of work into that to make it what I wanted it to do. I
Right.
feel like I feel like now it'd be a lot easier because Chatty's a lot smarter now than it was back when I first made it. Like I feel like I could just be like, do this instead of being like, this is this long paragraph I need you to know about, you know? I feel like it's better now. Or maybe
Yeah.
it's just because it knows me that it's like, okay, this is what you want. You're right. You know?
Well, like you said, she probably is not your target audience in
She's
regards to that, which is okay.
and that's fine.
And
I'm
I
not
did
gonna
like your
I'm not upset.
response
Yeah.
back to her. Like you just said, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
However, I do this and this and this, and that has nothing to do with AI. And so we
I, f-
can't
I
please
feel like you
everyone,
can't.
right?
That's true.
We
That's
can't.
true. That's true. And I feel like you can't, I mean, well, what I told her was that like I'm not doing my job if you think that all I do is AI. Like there's so much more to my business and so much more to what I offer people than just chat GPT prompts. Like that's
Yes,
not
so much more.
That's not my business. My business is not like, I'm sorry that one email makes it so that you don't want to be here. But I guess if all it takes is one email,
Yeah, but
it could have
that
been a good conversation instead of like I'm unsubscribing from you
right.
because, like it could have been a conversation, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey,
But hey,
you know what? The subject line was very clickable, by the way. So
I don't remember what it was.
it was, I have
Chatty
prompts.
prompts.
Something, it was
Yeah.
good. It was a
Mhm.
clickable one.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yes. Well, I clicked on
Sometimes some of my most clickable ones have been like I dropped uh I don't know, like I dropped something or like, like something ridiculous that had nothing to do with what I was saying. And so this one I was like, I'm going to make it very clear because this week I feel like you have to be very clear with your
it.
emails
Yes.
because like I'm not opening many emails this week personally. So unless it's something that I know the person who's sending it or like I'm responding to something, I'm not opening many emails this week because I don't want to be marketed to because I already know what I'm buying this week. But if so and so I kind of tried to make that with mine. I tried to make mine so that they're more beneficial than
Yes.
just buy this.
Well, that's what I liked about your subject line today. It wasn't anything to do with Black Friday until I opened it. And then
Until you
I was
open it.
like,
Then you're like, she
okay,
got me.
you got me.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I love you. It's all good.
I had to
So,
get you to open it somehow.
right?
Because I know nobody opens my emails. Right?
Yeah, I doubt
I'm
that.
just kidding. I have really
I
good open
doubt
rate.
that.
I actually, and I think it's because like I have the Facebook group. I think if
Yeah.
I didn't have the Facebook group and people didn't feel like they know me, because like we're so open and we're here every week
Yep.
talking, like I feel like if people didn't think that they knew, felt like, oh, Beth, my friend Pam, then they wouldn't open our emails if we were just
Well,
them. But
thank
we do.
God you have that Facebook group because
Right.
everybody wants to know you. I love
Everybody wants to know me. Yeah. Uh,
um so I know we were going to talk about, but how's your Black Friday? You feel good about Black Friday? It's there's a lot.
Feeling
There's
pretty
a
good.
lot this week.
There is a lot this week. I scheduled out my emails. I did that what I did for my business because I put it all off. So we did our Black Friday deals last month and
Yep.
they were done before November even started, right?
Yep.
And so we did that and then I just like dropped it since
Yeah, me
then
too, girl. Me
because
too.
I we put so much into it and then we're just like, okay, I need a break. And now I'm
Right.
like, oh, I have to. So like I needed to do the emails and I wanted to do social media posts, but I think I'm just going to do those live because I tend to do them better when I'm
Yeah.
on my phone talking about it. So there's not going to be any like images or anything, but
I
um
like that. That's good. That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I scheduled emails, which I can't really do, and like I'm going on vacation. Like
Yes,
I'm
she
going with my
leaves
grandparents.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I leave
Woo
tomorrow.
woo.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I don't know how much of a vacation it's going to be. And I say that with love because I love where I'm going. I love the people I'm going to see. I love my children and my husband, but I don't love the state of Virginia. And that's where it is. So say a prayer for my car. I hope she doesn't have PTSD from the last
Right.
time we were in Virginia. But I'm just gonna keep breathing those affirmations to her all day, and hopefully nothing bad will happen. Hopefully.
It will be fine. It will be fine. It
You
will be
just gotta
fine.
be real careful at those gas stations.
Well, okay, so that kind of brings us into what we're going to talk about a little bit. Like,
That's
you
it.
need to have a marketing plan,
You do need to have a plan. You do need to have a plan.
or else you're stuck, not stuck, but kind of right now. I feel like that over, not, yeah, it's a little overwhelming. It's a
It
little,
is. It is.
it is overwhelming. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna, so
Yeah.
when I have a plan, it works a lot better.
Yeah.
Like I feel a little bit at ease. But
Hmm.
when I don't have a plan, then I'm like, I feel like I'm scattered. everywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't like that feeling. I don't like
I
feelings.
really like, I feel like we've been really pushing batching for a while now, but
Yeah.
I really feel like when I batch things, it
Yep.
takes away that decision making. Cause like I noticed this last year a lot that like I created social media posts last year ahead of time and emails ahead of time. And I felt like that was good timing because like it was like I had one in the morning and one in the afternoon and one in the morning and one in the afternoon for every day that I was away. And so I didn't feel like I need to post. And like every day I remember still feeling like, oh my gosh, should I post something today? Or like, should I be providing something to my people today? You know, like I had that worry and then I was like, well, it's already done. It's already done. So instead of like having that like sitting on your psyche, like
Yeah.
I do love batch creating so that you can just be done with it. And
Yeah.
what I like about that is that you're not repeating yourself as much when you do all of it in one sitting. Like you do a whole week in one sitting, you can be like, I'm going to talk about this, and then like I've already said this yesterday, so I'm going to just like we said yesterday, instead of like repeating the whole thing. It felt a lot easier for me to get my point across without being like beating a dead horse.
Nice.
Like
Right.
so I I love batching because of that, because it helps me like make sure that I'm saying what I want to say without saying the same thing too much, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So yeah.
I told someone the other day I need 5 batch days, like 5.
Yeah.
Just one for blogging, one for social media, one for just the membership part of it, just product.
Mm-hmm.
uh I
Yeah.
need more batch days. So I think I need to put those more in my schedule,
Yeah.
and respect my boundaries, and
Yeah.
make sure that I am doing my business, not
Mm-hmm.
everybody else's. Yeah.
But you do get so much done when you're doing someone else's business. So you should just take yourself out of your business, right?
Okay.
Pretend that
I'm
you're not.
listening.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretend that it's not your business. Pretend it's someone else's business and they hired you. And then you could be like, oh, I need to work on Pam's business today.
I should give myself another name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
And
Camper
then become
Clubhouse
my own client.
by someone else who's not me. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good
Mhm.
idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
See
Write
if
that
that
down. Yeah.
works.
Yeah. Write that down. Yeah.
But I'm more prepared than I was last year. So
Okay.
so I feel like that's good. All
Yeah.
right. Let's talk about this marketing thing so that we can
Let's
learn.
bring it on back. Bring
Come
it
on.
on back. All right.
Come
All
on.
right. All right.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I
Okay.
like your marketing plan.
Yeah.
What you do is batch,
Yeah.
which I really do hope we do a workshop on this soon.
We really should
Yeah,
because yeah. I've actually taken a whole bunch of notes and I've
me
made like
too.
a whole thing about it. Like I have a new notebook
Do you got a new notebook?
and it has like my plan for the batching. It has a 5-day challenge and then it has like things I want you to remember. Let me read these to you because these are
Let's
great.
go. You know what? I'll give this to them. They can have this. Let's just talk out things today.
Let's just talk out things today. Okay. Remember, success comes from small, consistent steps.
Oh, I like that.
Small steps. And you know what's great about batching is that like you're taking that small step across all your things. I love that. Anyway, everything is changeable. Just start. That I feel like I say that all the time. Um, decisions now means freedom later because day one of my challenge that I've decided I'm going to do is to like make all the decisions and pick the clip art and put everything in a folder for the next time, because the idea is that like you front load all of the decisions
Yes.
so that later you don't have to make any and then it's super easy. um Templates are everything, and organization is the foundation of creativity. The foundation, Pam.
I love how you have the foundation.
Foundation. Might have been a ChatGPT thing, but
It might have.
It
It
might
might
have.
have. It
But
might have.
I like it though, because when you think about it, how often does it happen where you're like, I want to create something and it's beautiful and it's wonderful, and then you waste so much time like deciding what little design things you're gonna do about it, and then like it takes you like 6 hours instead of like one.
Right. Right. So
Foundation. It's the foundation
I
of
have
creativity.
when I have problems with that, I have to put a timer on myself
Yes.
because I will go into, let's say, Creative Fabrica.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I love it there.
me too, girl. This is me. Oh my god, I love that. Download, download.
I've been, instead of downloading, I've been just favoriting things. And then when I'm like, oh, you know what I need is something from Creative
Yeah,
Fabrica, but I don't want to get lost, I go to my favorites, and then I'm like, oh,
that is a beautiful tip right there
yeah,
because as soon as I download, what do?
forget about it.
Forget about it.
It disappeared. It's
But I
in
was
a,
excited
yeah,
about it at the moment.
yep, yep,
And then it's just sitting in my hard drive, just
yeah,
you
just
know,
taking up
taking up
space,
space.
taking up space. Yep.
Okay. I like that tip, girl.
Favorite.
That doesn't help me go into Creative Fabrica and not get lost.
What if instead of having like instead of just going to Creative Fabrica, what if you bookmarked just your favorites?
Oh,
So when you
okay.
go in, it brings you right to your favorites, and then you're like, "Ooh, look at these beautiful pink Christmas papers."
How did she know that I probably did that? Like,
Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, "This is a Pam thing. She would
yep,
love this."
yep. Pink and Christmas. Oh,
All my favorite things.
my favorite. And my birthday month. Come on now.
Yes. Yeah.
Anywho, but yes, yes. Okay. So batching, marketing. You,
Marketing.
yeah,
Yeah.
marketing. So with that, marketing and batching, I think go kind of hand in hand there a little bit
Yeah.
because
I think so.
you have to have some kind of marketing plan to be putting all those elements of batching because you have to do email, you have to do your social media, you have to do your blog posts. Those are all marketing,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
I put in the chat my little Canva doc you
Yes.
guys can have.
Hmm.
um I Yeah, like I said, this week I feel like I'm not as like I don't have like a written out plan, so I'm kind of swimming,
Mm.
but at least I do have stuff out there.
Yeah, you do. And you have like, because you have an affiliate program, you have other people also promoting your things.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
yeah, there's
yeah,
that, there's
yeah,
that,
yeah.
which is actually working because I have some money to pay out
Oh,
next
that's
month.
exciting.
Right,
I love
I
that for
love
you.
it. I love that.
That's my favorite.
I
It's like,
know.
oh, I get to pay this. That's my favorite thing to pay out.
Yep.
All my subscriptions, I'm not really a fan of that. Like when I have to pay extra for my
I know when I get that $7 thing for Beth Ann, I'm like, what is this? Why am
No,
I
not
in
like that.
this?
Not like that. Like
I
I'm
know,
thinking
just
about
kidding.
StreamYard because I'm just
Let's talk about that.
done with. All
But
right,
just
so
for a second.
I want to preface this by saying I'm very weak.
Did you buy it?
Of course I did, Pam. Okay, so
Right, Robin?
Robin's
Right?
face was like, "Are you kidding me?" I know. But so I was like, I'm canceling because this
Right.
happened on Thursday of last week because I was
Yeah.
like,
To, go ahead and tell the people what happened.
so I knew that my subscription, I subscribed to them yearly. I knew my subscription was coming up, but like I wasn't sure when it was. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just check because if it comes out, when I'm Black Friday shopping, that's probably
Right.
not gonna be a good day. So I looked and I was looking at my invoice and it went from like 179 for the whole year to 430. Oh,
Okay, that was even more than I thought. Why did I think it was like 200 and something?
oh my gosh. Yeah, I would
No,
be okay with 200.
400.
Yeah,
Okay.
430.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, that's a lot. So I emailed them and I was like, hey, that's a lot. And I got like a canned response that was like, hey, by the way, we updated our prices. We can't give you a different price, basically. And it was
Right.
all like AI. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting because this person showed me this price that was a lot lower. So I'm interested what you think about that. And they never responded to me. And then a few days later, they're like, how did you like your service? And I was like, I didn't like my service. It was trash. And so like all this stuff that I'm like chatting with them. And then I go on like their social media and I was like, I'm gonna ream them. And everyone else was too. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're doing this to everyone. And I was talking to Brandon and I was like, this my husband, I was like, this is weird, right? And he's like, oh, it's because they know that they're gonna like half the people are gonna leave. Like if you double your prices and half the people leave, you're using less resources, but you're making the same amount of money. And I was like, shut up. I don't like that. So
I don't like that either.
yeah, so I think it was I think it was I think it was this morning. Or not this morning, yesterday morning. I actually canceled. I was like, okay, I'm done. And they're like,
Okay.
you have 5 days left. Are you sure you want to cancel? And I was like, yeah.
Okay.
And then they're like, okay, why? And I was like, because it's too expensive. And they're like, okay, here's 40% off. And I was like, damn it, you got me.
Okay.
So it's back down to like 200 and something.
Okay.
So it's still
Oh,
a little bit more, and I'm okay with a little bit more
yeah.
because I get it. Like
Yeah.
it's expensive to have people. I get it. I pay for a service. I understand it's 2024. I understand. It's like housing prices. I get it. But like $400 for something that I was paying in the hundreds for, that's not
Yeah.
gonna work for me. But I can deal with.
That was kind of like what Canva did too.
Yeah. And then they walked it back
They
because they're
sure
like,
did.
ooh,
They
my
had to.
bad. That
They
was a bad
had
idea.
to.
Yeah. And all these people like I remember when that happened with Canva, everyone was like, dude, no thank you. We're done
Right.
with you. And they took it back.
Yeah.
But here people are like, no thank you. I'm done with you. And oh, you're terrible. And they don't care. They're not responding to anything. They're not even posting on social media. Like they're promoting themselves and like everybody is saying like this is trash. But like they're not
But
saying anything.
this is a tool that you like, that
Yeah.
you use
I use weekly. Yeah.
weekly.
Yeah.
And because I was going to say, what are you going to do? Like, what?
I have a list of places that I'm trying. A
Okay.
list of places that are either cheaper or comparable.
Okay.
And
You're still going to try? Still going to, or,
I might try. I
okay.
might try. There's some that I'm looking at that are like there's one that's free and there's one that's like free or like $19. And then the price of my StreamYard now is like $20.95 a month on average now instead. So I'm like, why would I pay $19.99 to learn something new, to
Yeah.
take a chance on something when I could just pay the same price almost for something that I'm comfortable with and that I understand. I don't like their business though. Like
Yeah.
I don't like them right now. So,
So
I
you're
wish
still
I had
going
the
to look.
strength
And
to leave.
I like that. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could have left because like
It would have been
morally,
easier to
yeah,
break up with them.
I wanted to break up with them, but they got me. They got
Yeah.
me.
That 40%.
Yeah.
Hey.
It brought it down because I was like, that's not enough. And then I did the math and I was like, God, that's about the same. Never mind. You win this round. But I did I was very angry and I did talk crap about them on my Facebook and their Facebook and everywhere I possibly could. And I will continue to talk crap about them, but I will stay subscribed to them. for,
That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to
for
try to
now.
go live on Friday in my group
Yeah.
with Zoom.
Zoom. Mm.
Wish me luck.
I can give you my StreamYard. I think I have 2 seats.
Hmm. But StreamYard,
If I'm gonna be paying for it, I might as well.
well, hey, StreamYard is confusing to me
Oh,
because I
okay.
can't see the people. Like I can't see when they,
That's true. It is different from
yeah.
Zoom.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I understand
But
that.
if Zoom doesn't work, I might hit you up again for. I know you're on vacation, so I won't hit you up this week. But
I will happily do it. Happily, gleefully.
because you're such a great friend.
Oh, thanks.
All
Uh,
right, so gosh, uh, what are we going to talk about for the next 30 minutes?
oh, all
Huh?
right. We're talking about marketing strategies.
Yes, let's talk.
Strategy. Let me look and see if there's anything that I can talk about. Choose platforms. In my brain keeps saying batching though, so marketing strategies. Marketing. Okay. So I don't like writing blog posts,
I, yeah, I'm right there with you, girl. Right there with you.
but I like how much they bring me
Yeah.
once I finish them. There's one blog post that I'm like, ah, because I know I need to redo it. My Start a TPT store blog
Okay.
because um the entire thing is obsolete now. Um, so I have to redo it. But I don't like that. I like when I do one thing and it's done and I don't have to touch it again. That's the only bad part about like doing anything related to technology because technology changes.
Oh, it does. Oh yeah. I mean that blogging was on my plan. Like
Is it?
I wanted to blog about every affiliate. That was
Okay.
really like I was just like I wanted to create a blog post about Right Blogger because Right
Yeah.
Blogger is freaking
It's
amazing and
it's fantastic.
their Black Friday deal is freaking amazing.
It is.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to do that, but I didn't get to it. But I will be putting it in emails and social media. So, but yeah, and I will do Right Blogger as a blog post because that has saved me in so much ways. Like
Hmm.
even
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah. I like taking my videos and turning them into blog posts. I like doing that.
Yes.
I like doing that. And I like that if you give them an idea or if they write a blog post for you, for example, you can go to the chat and be like, okay, give me some social media ideas for this. And
Right.
it'll write out social media posts for you. I like that.
Yeah.
And I love Write Blogger. I love
Yeah.
Write Blogger.
I'm that is one tool that I'm gonna try to keep.
Yeah. It reminds me of really old Jarvis. Remember or what
Oh yeah, I remember
Conversion
Jarvis.
AI, what are they called now? Jasper, whatever it
Jasper.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I think it
so
was Jasper first because they had to change it to Jarvis because of Casper. Because they
I thought it was Jarvis and then they
was
had to
it
change it
Jarvis and then they went
because
to Jasper?
Iron Man.
Jarvis. Possibly. There was a reason why they had to switch the name.
Yeah, it was like a Disney violation. And they're like, "Oh, it's not the same thing." And it's like, "Actually, that's like literally what the trademark is. Is like an AI companion." But
That Jarvis, that's probably what it was. And then
but I remember
Jasper.
it was so great when it first came out.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure it's still great. I'm sure it's still great, but I remember like it was like game changing when
I
it
remember when they first came out and you were allowed teams or something.
Mhm.
And we were all like paying $30 for, we had a
Yeah.
team of four.
Yeah. It was great. That was great. I remember that. And
And
then
then they
like
wouldn't allow that anymore.
yeah, and then they're like, "No, thank you." It's like, "Oh, that sucks." I remember when my main person deleted it and I was like, "Darn it.
Right.
Use it anymore."
Right.
But like Right Blogger, it has so many tools. It has um gosh, it's just so well done. Even if you don't I mean, there's things that I don't like the conclusion every single time that there's a conclusion.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
this is
Yeah.
stupid. And I never use it, but the majority of the bulk of it is really good. Obviously change it for your own tone, but I think it's definitely better than like if you just go to Chatty and be like, "Can you write me a blog post?" You know? So,
Definitely. I like it too.
I love it.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Um, you said something a little earlier. Do you keep track of all your social media posts?
Keep track how, Pam? How are we keeping track here? Like, do I have a
Like,
spreadsheet of the
yes.
no,
You
no,
no. Yeah, no.
no. Should I? Yes.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a good idea.
I think so too, just for like repurpose factor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have it there
Okay.
and then be able to like because
Oh,
I think
start
a lot
tracking
of
my
people feel like you can't repurpose things. Like you
Oh, I
can't,
repurpose so much.
right? Like you can't put up the same picture the next month or something. Like you
I
can.
never
Do you
thought to do that.
people don't see your shit the first time you post it, right?
It's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Like we should be able to repurpose things like this,
Yeah. I love that. I never
right?
thought about that.
Maybe we need to I, yeah, yeah,
I love that.
repurpose it.
I should do
just
that.
just repurpose. We talked about all these docs that I create during our calls.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this morning repurposing all this through social media or blog posts, or I'm going to create a folder for her.
when we when we have a plan like this, I usually take notes the day before or that morning about what I want to talk about, and I
Right,
have kept all of those notes
nice.
in a spot. So I might take those notes and be like, okay,
Hey,
but
guess what?
what?
You put that in Chat GPT, take a picture of it. Chat GPT will put it all in a little cool little thing for you.
Really?
You didn't know that, girl? It reads,
Know that me and Chatty are best friends because I don't think I talk to it enough.
well,
I'm not
take
a
a
very good
picture of
friend.
your notes and they'll put it in a nice little cool
That's
thing,
nice.
right?
Where did this note come from? All right. I can do that.
And Canva has some really cool content planners in there. If you put in content planner, can I just share? Can I just
Yes,
share?
ma'am.
Let's share.
If you put in content planner.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. We're going to go to the home. The home.
helm.
All right.
Oh, on Canva.
Yeah, sorry.
Of course on Canva. What was I thinking?
I
I was
I
on ChatGPT.
I don't
Oh my
know
gosh. I made
what.
my screen really big and it makes Canva not very useful. I have it on like 15.
Did you just say that Canva wasn't useful? Did you just say that?
Girl, if you put your thing at 200%, tell me
Oh,
Canva's
yeah.
useful. I like that one, the one that you just clicked. That was the one that my eyes were on.
Right? Yeah. We're going to look at this. We're going to look
Okay.
at this, girl. I need to plan this. Like, I need to use one of these for real. I just haven't got to that part yet.
Oh,
Look at
it's so
this.
pretty
So we can have week and then the theme for the week, the focus area, goal,
though.
and then the
All right.
impressions. I would probably change that. I really don't. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I understand. Okay. All right. And then the content and then the visual. Okay. This would be very easy to fill out. I should probably do. And then content. So then okay, then this is where you track it. Oh, I
mm.
guess this person has a team.
Oh, look at you.
Rude. Just kidding. So I would probably take
Throw
that
it in
out.
my face.
Right. That they have a team. Okay.
Must be
So
nice.
there's let's go back. Show. So these are, tools. Let's do this one. This is pretty too.
Oh, and it's pretty too.
I think I'm going to do one for this week because I have a lot going on that I really need to figure out. So Sunday, Monday. So this is just like, oh, low resources.
I do like the idea of having your caption already written out like that. Like
I know, huh?
I do want to do that
Yeah.
ahead of time.
Yeah. I don't know. This one, I mean, it's something more than what I have. So that's a good thing.
Select out for my Pinterest. Ooh, that's a good idea. How are you so organized?
So
I
you do
feel like
something, so
I'm
you
not.
do with Pinterest, Pinterest. Cool. That's a good idea too.
That's a good idea because I feel like that you need to like plan out your captions.
I and this, I feel like if I did something like this, I would have to have one for each one. Like I would
Mhm.
have to have one for Pinterest, one for TikTok, one for Instagram and
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for all that, but hey, if we
Right.
batch it, I would be ready, right?
If we batch it.
Batch it. There we go, girl. Huh.
Uh, you know
Okay.
what used to really stop me a
What?
lot when I was batching was blog posts. Like I felt
Yep.
like I couldn't like this reminds me because they're talking about all the platforms and then the last one was a blog post. Like it used to stop me being like I don't have a blog post that's relevant to this. So I need to write my blog post in order to, you know, be successful. Like I can't talk about this because I don't have a blog post about it. Or like I can't write an email to my people because I don't have a blog post that makes sense for this topic. And that's such a silly thing. Like I've learned
How did you
through
get over that though?
my Facebook group. Because like the people in my Facebook group, they're subscribed to my email list and they don't necessarily care that I have a blog post. It's mostly like I add
Right.
value to their life through the emails, through the posts on Facebook, through my lives. So they didn't really need emails. It was helpful, I think, but I don't think that they required it as much as
So
I
I've
thought they did.
that's a I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took
Okay.
me like 5 years to get over it, but
Right.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Anything I need to do to not write a blog post. I'm but
Sit
it did
down.
it did stop me for a long time because I wanted to be like I wanted to get all these emails out and then I was like I shouldn't even write this email because I don't have a blog post,
Yeah.
especially with like uh my printables side. Like I always felt like I needed to have a blog post for everything. Like I needed to
I
like
remember
I
when you needed a freebie for every blog post.
oh
Gosh.
that's still in my brain though. My brain is still like, I need to make a freebie for this blog post. It's not so much on my TPT side, but on my printable side, like I'm always like, okay, I'll give them the printable for the email. And then it's like I have to make a whole new welcome sequence for that printable. And like
And then after all that thinking, you're like,
and then
I'm good. Never
it's not
mind.
August anymore. Yeah. So yeah.
Ooh. Do you
Yeah.
do themes? Because I feel like when I have a plan and do themes, then it works a lot better for me.
Yeah. Yes and no. I do have come to me. Here we go. Oh, knocked over a whole bunch of stuff. I have themes that I do for my membership. Like I have 12 topics that I
Right.
always like I'm always going to talk about these 12 things. But I don't necessarily like pick one for each month, if that makes sense. I should. What is this? Is next is December. I don't like number 12. I could talk about pricing or diversifying.
What's number 12? Now we all want to know what number 12 was.
PowerPoint, but I talk like PowerPoint all the time. That's all I talk about. I could, but I feel like okay. So this is my brain. This is where my brain went. This is why I said no. So talking about PowerPoint, I would have to take screenshots of all the things that I want to talk about on PowerPoint. So it would be very time intensive for me to be like, okay, so if you want to do this in PowerPoint, this is what you have to do. But maybe I could make like a course about it. Maybe I could, I don't know. I already have a course on PowerPoint. Ah, I don't know. I need to write a blog post. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably talk about PowerPoint next month, which is good because it's December. December's a great month to talk about PowerPoint, in my personal opinion. You know why? You know why?
Why?
Because it's any month.
Right. I thought it
I
was
love
because
PowerPoint.
I thought it was because this is how my head goes.
Mm.
PowerPoint, December, P, Pam. That that
Yeah, that's what I thought.
it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
a full circle for
Yeah,
me.
it was. Yeah, yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
yeah.
Pam. Mm-hmm.
PowerPoint.
Mm-hmm.
Pam
Pam,
doesn't do PowerPoint, but
but
we
that's
still,
fine.
but it still starts with a P, so we're good.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's perfectly fine.
Thanks. Anywho, uh, you yeah, PowerPoint in December. That hey, maybe I should talk about Canva in December.
Right? But doesn't it feel like that's all you talk about? Like,
Are you trying to tell me something?
no, I'm saying for me, like talking about PowerPoint, that's all I talk about is PowerPoint.
Right. No, no, you
But
talk
then
about all
again,
kinds of things.
I do talk about all kinds of
You
things.
all
So
you
maybe
do.
I should just focus on the basics of PowerPoint. Maybe you could do the basics of Canva.
Everyone asked for that, so might as
They
well.
do ask for the basics. Yeah. Maybe you could do that for one of your 12 courses that you do this year. It's funny because I've also only done one course this year, or two courses. I don't even know. Not many.
Oh,
It
maybe
wasn't
we
many.
were on the 12-year plan, not the 12 month.
12 but it was, yeah, it was a unit. It was a unit thing. I got my units wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Just so Robin knows exactly what we're talking about.
Robin
I'm
knows
sure
all of our
Sharita
plans
does too.
that we've laid and forgotten about.
We had big plans last January, did we not?
We did.
Big plans. We were going to create a course every month.
Every month.
Every
It
month.
only takes a few days.
Does it really though?
Doesn't
Does it
it?
really?
Does it? No.
No.
Maybe we should batch slap them. I bet we could get 12 done before Black Friday. Whew, all right. That was
But you know what? We should batch slap our year.
we should batch slap our year.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is like what happens if it's like June and I'm sick of that plan? Or if I'm
We
like,
would
I don't want
probably
to
be
talk about
sick of our plan in,
January. Oh, yeah.
yeah, I was going to say February
Oh, okay.
because that's
Yeah.
kind of what happened.
It is. That's why I like to do it like by month.
Yeah, we should stick us in the way that we think and our brains work. We should probably not do more than a month.
More than a month at a time. Yeah. Yeah.
But we can definitely plan a whole month and have lots of fun.
Yeah. You know, if I could just get on board with actually batching things frequently, I bet I could be like super productive. Cuz like I
You're
feel
already
like I'm
super
like
productive, I feel.
I don't feel like I'm super. I feel like I'm like at like my limit. You know, like
Okay.
this is as much as I can do every month. This is as much as I could do. Anything more, like I need extra people, extra hands. I've been trying to get my husband to work for me because I'm like, listen, the
Yeah.
only way I can get things done is if I have more people. And he's like, oh yeah, more people. And because like the idea of that is just really daunting to me because there's so much to it besides just hiring. Like
Oh
the
yeah.
money isn't really the issue. It's the issue
Right.
of like hiring someone and like bringing them in and like my brain's a little crazy. Um, but I think batching could make it so that I could level up, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to do it more often.
Okay, so maybe we need to schedule batch days together.
Hmm. Hmm. And when I do batch, I feel much better. Like
Yeah.
when I do
Okay.
my social media for the week, I feel better. When I do
Yeah.
my email ahead of time, I feel better.
So she's leaving on vacation tomorrow.
I am.
Tell us what you did so that you feel like you're going. And this is a busy time. She's going
Yeah.
during a Black
Black Friday.
Friday when there's a lot of money going to be going through.
Changing hands. Yeah.
And so how did you do it? And how do you feel?
I have batch slapped my emails. I plan to do my I was thinking before this conversation, like I'll do my social media posts like as I, during the week, but I think I
Because you
might
can do them right from your phone.
that was the
That's what
plan.
you're going to do.
That's what I want to do. Yeah.
Okay.
But I might end up just doing them ahead of time. Because like I know that when I get to my friend's house, I'm gonna want to just hang out and do
Yeah.
fun things. I'm not gonna want to be on my phone. But I did all my emails and I feel really good about it because I feel like I have this hair. I feel like I have this hair on my face. And so I keep trying to get it off my face and it's not coming off my face. But aside from that, I feel like really good about the emails. Like, I feel like I've just been rubbing my face this whole time. It's because there's this hair that I can't find. Um, but I did my emails for the week and I feel like it really helped it be really cohesive. Like I feel like I have like it's like this is what I wanted the path to take for my people. Like I wanted to talk about hold on, I put it in my calendar because I was like, this is what I want to do for the week. Like I wanted to take them on a journey from like TPT with me to being able to do other stuff outside of TPT. Like I wanted them to be able to talk about like creating a business, like a WooCommerce store. So
Mm-hmm.
not just me. And then on Tuesday, we wanted to talk about ChatGPT to like upgrade your business and do more. And then with moving off of TPT with Rachel and Amanda, that was on Wednesday. So you guys haven't got that email yet. But so WooCommerce and then Etsy and like um, on Thursday, I'm going to be talking about email, and on Friday, I'm going to be talking about I don't know what this says, but it's already I can't read it because like I wrote it in one color and then I crossed it out in the other because I finished it, so I crossed it out. But yeah, and then I have my goal. Um, oh no, Friday is going to be email. Thursday is going to be hey, you should grab the membership because the price is going to go up. But yeah, so like I kind of take them on this journey of like these are other things or like other people who have things for you that I think will benefit your TPT business. Because I didn't want to just be like, okay, here's all like this whole marketplace. I did say that. I did, give them the link to the marketplace, but I wanted to like pick out a few and be like, these are the ones that I think will benefit you as a TPT seller. And I hope that that like resonates well with people and it's not like I don't know, not like I hope it doesn't come off
Okay.
badly, I
So I'm
guess.
doing something similar, but
Okay.
not in email.
Oh,
I am
okay.
doing on my Facebook group,
Hmm.
I am posting 3 from the marketplace, but I'm
Hmm.
only doing it Wednesday to Sunday. So 3 eat like morning, afternoon, and evening um of ones that I feel would help,
Yeah.
with uh that would resonate with my Facebook group
Hmm.
people, not just because there's quite a few in the marketplace. And so and then in my emails I am doing ones that um are not like I just like, hey, look at this cool thing. So
Yeah.
I think I hit both, but the emails, I don't have email going out every day. I decided
Okay.
that was a lot for me
Yeah.
because I wouldn't want to see an email from me every day.
I
Um,
would love that, Pam.
would
I
you?
would love that. Yes, I would read it too. I love
Oh,
your
you're so
emails.
nice. You're
Thank you.
so nice. Maybe next year I will get to that point,
Okay.
but I feel like I'm not in my head. I'm not there yet
Yeah.
to be in someone's email box every day when I'm not in their email box every day for the year. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah,
I had that feeling too that I shouldn't be in their email. And then I decided I'm going to be super helpful and that's going to make it
yeah.
okay.
And see, you're smart.
Thank you.
You're smart.
Because I mean, do you want to read just emails that are like, hey, you should buy this thing? Like, hey, you should buy this thing. Or
Right.
do you want to read emails that are like, this is the reason that this will upgrade your business and like this is what's going to help you and this is what you should do with this information.
Well, that should be a no-brainer in when we send emails anyways. Like we should
Right.
always
Yeah.
give value in the emails, not buy this, do
Uh-huh.
this, you know. So
Yeah.
I think emails are probably something I really need to work on next year in regards so that I get to Black Friday and I'm not like second guessing myself.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
I think I just worked through something in my head by
I think you
myself,
did.
you know,
I think I
with
saw
you
it happen.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. Love that
Right.
for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Something to think about. Okay. Well, since we've been talking so much, does anyone have any questions about marketing? Because, you know, we're
Because
such,
we're like professionals. So
you know, we
just
go to
saying.
Chat GBT. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, not
If
really.
you want to leave because you don't like ChatGPT, have fun. See you later.
You
I don't
know.
know how you can't like ChatGPT. I mean, I guess there's moral like.
I,
Well,
so the environment part for me is what stuck out in that email. Like AI is bad for environment.
so is the internet, Pam. So is Amazon. So
Right.
is Google.
So
Like,
there's a
okay.
lot. There's a
So,
lot.
um, my husband worked in nuclear energy, right? In the Navy. And so his whole thing is cooling. He's a professional cooler. That's what he does. Um,
You
so
have fun with this.
right when he
I'm gonna
I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna take this too far. I'm gonna take this too far. All right. But okay, so when he was getting out of the Navy, a lot of the jobs that are really well paying and they kind of go after the nukes of the Navy nukes, the people who do his job, the coolers, um, are those like Amazon and Google and all those people who have those big what are those called? The things that make the internet go. Servers. They have all these servers. They all need cooling. So they hire these coolers. Server rooms are freezing. Exactly. You know why they're freezing? Coolers. Cooling people. People who make cool. So like so to think that like ChatGPT is like just out of nowhere doing this is just wild to me because this has been a job for my entire life pretty much. Like Google's doing it, Amazon's doing it, probably even Target's website has server. You know, like everyone has servers. Everyone has servers. Oh, you worked in
Who
server
probably
rooms for a long
knows.
time. See, you probably know a bunch of nukes. Exactly. So the idea that like ChatGPT is like the first of its kind that's ruining the environment is like, no, we've been doing this for so long. And I do understand and I embrace the idea that we need to be conscious of what the internet is doing to our environment and what I mean it is the internet though. It's not just ChatGPT, but we do need to be cognizant of that, but I don't think that not using a tool that will benefit you greatly is the answer to that. Hold them accountable. Vote. Just vote.
There
Just
you
vote.
go. There you go.
Just vote. Vote. Find people that you agree with and vote for them.
How did this turn into
I'm
a
sorry. I'm sorry
how?
that I did that. It just drives me nuts. It's literally everything online. Any program you run needs a server and a cooler. Exactly. I wonder how many servers Canva has.
Probably a lot.
It's a lot. What are
I just
you
feel
know?
like AI in all aspects, even images and everything, has really um kind of upped our game.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know I think about back in the day
Back in the
when we
day.
had to write our own blog post.
Yeah.
Now we can ask for an outline and it works so much better with
So
my
much
head
better.
because
I
I
used to write down these giant uh outlines for my blog posts. I used to be so old. I had a notebook. I would
right.
write.
Oh, I
I
do
would
too.
write my
Yeah.
blog posts before I would write them.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? I don't know. Many things.
I kind of still do that a little bit when I'm doing a affiliate blog post, because you can't expect AI to write
No.
something that like that. So I
Mm-mm.
still do it.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
have a big blue notebook thing that I it's
Nice.
just for blog posts.
Oh, and post-it notes. I do post-it notes for blog posts
Post
as well.
notes.
Mhm. I put them all
Speaking
out
of post notes,
the way I want.
I know this is going crazy. When I was going to get my phone,
Mm,
the lady had a post-it note little, like you put the post-it note thing
mm.
in and it like popped it out and all that. I was like, that was super fun.
Yeah,
I could play with that for a while.
I could live with that.
All right, it's 8 o'clock. We should probably end this. We're getting way off topic
We
before
sure are.
the recorded.
Sorry. Sorry,
No,
recording
but
people.
the marketing is very needed.
Yeah.
Very needed.
Yeah.
A plan of some sort is needed.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna stop. And then we can really talk. No, just kidding. We don't do that at all.
No, that's not what we do now.